Hey there, how we doing today? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your daily energy check-in. This one is going to be for Tuesday, November 4th, and this particular video here will be for my Geminis, Cancers, Leos, and Virgos. We're going to start this one off today at Gemini. Okay, so for my Geminis, Lordy be, cards everywhere. Gemini. The Gemininis, what you got? Okay, for my Geminis, we've got the Sun, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, Gemini, it looks like with the center we have the Ten of Pentacles, so there's some sort of a betrayal. With the Sun being the card to the side of it, I feel as though you were unaware of this betrayal. So I don't know if it's something that just happened, could be something that happened quite a while ago. Whatever it is, though, you weren't aware that it had transpired. You didn't know that this had happened. It does look like today you've become aware of whatever this betrayal was. That's how this feels. It feels like it's illuminated to you, or maybe just something in your brain clicks and you're like, oh, now it all makes sense, right? However that works out for you, that is what it looks like happens today. It causes you to question whether or not you want to invest in something anymore, period. And if you are going to continue to invest in a situation, you're questioning how much you're willing to risk, okay? So whatever this betrayal was, it definitely affects your ability to have trust in not only the person involved, but also the situation you're currently in with them, okay? So where does that make your energy? It kind of sucks. It does, and I'm a Gemini, so, but it feels a little rough today, a little bit. Anytime that somebody's betrayed you and you didn't know anything about it, when you find out, you feel like, you feel like an idiot, you feel like, whatever. It sucks. It sucks. I've been there. You've probably been there. We know what it's like. But that's how this energy feels today. You have to look at it from another perspective. Try to look at it from the bigger picture. Better to know than not know, right? Better to be able to make better decisions from here on out type of deal. But I can't lie. It looks like a struggle. It does. Okay? Not one you can't handle. You'll be fine, but it does look like a struggle. That is what I have for you today. Okay. That was Gemini. Alrighty, for my Cancerians. What do we got for the Cancerians? Cancer. Let's see. Cancer. Okay. One more. Cancer. Okay, we got him. There we go. Cancer. Oh, well, heck. We're just going to do it like that. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Okay, for my Cancers, I've got Justice, okay? The High Priestess. And the Death card. Okay, Cancer. So, at the center today is the High Priestess. She is the keeper of the secrets, the keeper of whatever's behind the veil, right? Keeper of the things that maybe do not come at you in black and white, but you know they're true because of your intuition or your gut feeling. In this particular case, the focus today is on the High Priestess. I do feel like the focus today is on some sort of a secret. Okay, there's something here that has been kept quiet or kept from certain people. With Justice on one side and the Death card on the other, it looks as though that is no longer the case, it feels like. Feels like the cat is out of the bag type of deal, right? Something's happening here that is causing it, and feel like whatever's happening is happening very unexpectedly, and it's coming way quicker than you had anticipated, right? Maybe this was something you thought might happen someday, but not right now, and right now it seems to be happening. It is going to be a catalyst for some sort of transformation. It's really going to depend on what the secret is and where you stand in this situation. I don't know, Cancer. I don't know if you're just part of a bigger secret, or is this your secret, or could be different for different people, right? It does look like whatever the case is, Justice is here to balance the scales out. So, only you know exactly where you're going to stand in that then. Were you a little bit in the wrong? Were you way in the wrong? I mean, it could be different for different people. For those of you that were really in the wrong and this was something you've kept hidden, I would say that today looks like it could be significantly not good. Okay, but if you're somebody who's just a little bit off, then I guess you'll just have a little bit of, however this plays out in your situation. There's definitely secrets coming to the surface. Justice is trying to balance out the scales, and it's all a catalyst for some sort of transformation. Now, in the bigger picture, this is all happening for the better, right? But today may feel a little rough, right? Okay, that's what I have for Cancer. Okay, now we are up to Leo. Now I'm up to Leo. Okay, for Leo. What do we got for Leo? Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay. All right, for my Leos, Leos, Leos. Leos, Leos. Okay, I've got the Nine of Cups again. Okay, the Two of Cups, sorry. These are hard to shuffle. And then I've got the Knight of Swords. Okay. Two of Cups in the center. Okay, Leo, you're worried about, or the focus is on some sort of a divine union. Okay, that's where you are focused right now. I have Nine of Cups on one side, Knight of Swords on the other. I really feel like you are focused on a divine union, or it feels like a divine union of some sort, but it's something that you've just come into. So this feels fairly new, because it feels like you are looking for clarity about whether or not you're going to have to sacrifice your independence. There's something here about you feeling very comfortable in your independence right now and not being sure that you want to be restricted. And although this person seems like they're checking all the boxes, there's something here that's making you feel like this person's going to bring with them burdens and, restrictions. With the Knight of Swords, you're trying very hard to find a sense of clarity in the situation, to like figure out exactly what they expect of you or whatever. But you're standing on a slippery slope, right? I mean, you do. You know that this goes real quick, like, oh, we're just going to be friends, friends with benefits, right? And the next thing yeah. We all know how that goes, right? So this is the dilemma I feel like you're standing there looking at. It's like, okay, look, I really like this person. They check the boxes, but I'm not willing to give up everything right now. So you're in one of those, you're in a quandary right now. Your energy is, on the one hand, it's great, right? You're feeling independent. You are feeling like you found somebody you get along with. Life is good in some ways. But you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, because you've just played this game before. You know how this plays out. That's how I feel about this, Leo. So, how is your energy today? Well, I mean, it's good and bad, right? Yeah. We'll say it's good energy. It is. At least you're being very self-aware and you're trying to figure things out. That's the best part, right? And you did find somebody you really like. That's another plus. Okay, there you go. That's Leo. Alrighty, here we go. We made it to Virgo. Let's see what I get for my Virgoians for today. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Okay. One more. We've got Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. And who do we get? I've got the Page of Swords, okay? The Ten of Pentacles. And the Seven of Wands. Okay, Virgo. Your focus today is on money. Money, abundance, things. You're very 3D focused today, okay? Very money focused, it feels like today, for whatever reason. Either you're trying to build your abundance or you're trying to hold on to it, one of the two, all right? On one side, I have the Page of Swords. On the other, I have the Seven of Wands. There's something right now that's making you feel very defensive towards, I think you're defending, I don't know what you're defending. You're very defensive towards something. And you're trying to gain a sense of clarity about whatever it is that's making you defensive. However, you're doing it in a very indirect manner. So let's say, for instance, you're defending a decision you've made. But at the same time, you're trying to gain a sense of clarity and make sure that you really did make the right decision, but very quietly. There's ego at play here, for sure. Yeah. And you're very defensive. It's the one thing I'll say. So maybe you're defending this money that you're trying to make or hold on to, one of the two. That could be it. Maybe there's decisions you've made towards this abundance that you're growing or holding on to, and you're defending that, whatever decisions you've made. But as quiet as it's kept inside, you're not really feeling as sure as you're pushing out there that you made the right decision. So you're trying to gain some sort of sense of clarity so that you can be sure you made the right choice. Okay? You're just trying to gain the clarity through indirect means. Anyways, it's all good energy. Okay, there we go. That's what I have for you for today. No matter what the cards say, go out and make it the best day you possibly can. If you get a chance, can you tap the like, share, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever you want to do. All of it helps me out a ton, and I appreciate you greatly. And other than that, I'll just be back to do this again tomorrow. All right, have a good night.